What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Alright, I know it's been a bit of time since the last part, and honestly it's because I was trying to get art for this. I didn't want to stop this series and it did reach the like goal, it was just more so I forgot about it. Mainly because I did have to make a design for something that's going to appear later on in the series, but you'll be seeing that soon enough. If you haven't seen the last few parts, I'll link them up above. For anyone new to the series, you should check them out just so you're caught up with everything before you watch this video. But for this part, let's set a like goal of 3,500 likes. Once we hit that, I'll continue with another part of this series. Anyways, let's pick it from here. So last time we ended off on quite a bit of a cliffhanger. After the defeat of the androids, it seems some of the parts of them merged with Salad somehow. Maybe this is some sort of contingency plan for Dr. Gero. Salad's unsure of what's happening. And obviously this is cause for concern. He feels odd at first and is worried, but then he feels fine. But the thing that just happened definitely wasn't normal. So he's kinda in panic mode. He needs to get this reversed, and he needs to tell someone about it. Even though he feels fine right now, this could be bad. He tries to fix it quick. Of course, he knows how he's built. With the smarts of both Bulma and Gero in him, he probably can figure out a way to reverse this. Just to make sure that he's okay. But once he actually attempts to fix this, he then stops suddenly. He gets a different idea. Something within him clicks, and he feels power. The parts begin blending with him more, and he doesn't even realize what's happening. But the power that he's feeling, it isn't enough. He wants more. He still needs to achieve the perfection that he wanted. From the merging, he actually did grow a bit stronger, but something changed in his mind too, and that's why he's feeling the way he does right now. It's not like these parts merging with him will make him loyal to Gero. He'll never be loyal to him. But he's become a little bit malicious in a way. The influence of 13, 14, and 15 are changing him, as well as the supercomputer that controlled those ones. Thoughts begin rushing through his mind. That desire for his perfect form, he wants it again. And maybe the way to achieve it was around him this entire time. He gets stronger from absorbing power, just like he did just now. The other androids inside are beginning to influence him more and more. There's multiple things that have influenced Salad's power and personality so far. There's so many within him right now. Besides Salad himself, there's the Namekians, there's androids, there's the supercomputer. But those malicious parts, they're starting to overwhelm him, and that original Salad keeps kicking in. The one that Gero intended him to be. Even though the androids and Gero have been defeated, it seems that they're still gonna have a resurgence somehow. He's thinking more and more. He needs his power from his friends. That's how he's gonna get it. He can absorb them, get power from them somehow, as well as collecting more and more data. Maybe this is what he needs for his perfect form. He needs the power to actually fuel that ability. But who should be his first target, and how should he go about this? Under the control of the androids, he departs, and begins looking for a suitable target, and he knows just the person to fight first. Someone that's alone, someone secluded that would be easy to attack, and someone that he knows very well in order to counter. He flies away, and in the middle of the wasteland, he meets Piccolo. Piccolo sentences him arriving, and he wonders why Salad's here. But there's something weird about him, the look on his face, and his ki, it feels different. It's not like Salad even answers him or anything, he just immediately attacks Piccolo. This catches Piccolo off guard. He knew something was up, but he didn't think this was gonna happen. He begins questioning Salad more and more. This isn't like him, what's going on? He doesn't say anything, he just continues attacking. And then Piccolo notices what's going on. Salad's mostly trying to attack with his tail. He's trying to absorb Piccolo's power. Piccolo powers up, grabbing Salad's tail mid-attack, ripping it off. Of course he's going to regenerate it, but Piccolo uses this to get some distance. Something's not right, and with the timing of all this, he suspects that Dr. Gero has something to do with it, even beyond the grave. But then he remembers. Those pieces of the androids, he remembers that Salad took some of them to study. He upgraded himself, giving himself an infinite energy engine from Tau. But he was also studying the other androids, and using their pieces, maybe something happened with that. Maybe he tried to test it out or something and he got taken control of. Piccolo doesn't know what's going on, he's just theorizing right now. But he knows whatever's going on, it's bad. Salad's being controlled by something other than him. This is right off the heels of their other fight with the androids. They didn't expect to fight someone else so soon, especially someone in their group. And that's the thing, no one else knows about this yet, just Piccolo. He needs to get the word out there, and they need help especially from one certain person. He needs to get in contact with Bulma. If this is something mechanical, maybe she could reverse it somehow. She does have access to the blueprints from Gero after all. After the whole androids thing, they're able to collect them, and that's part of what Salad's been studying too. She could probably figure out something, a way to fix this, but it's not going to be that easy. He actually needs to get there first in one piece, and not lead Salad along with him. He needs to stall for time, but he has an idea. He begins communicating mentally with others, trying to warn them of what's going on, and asking for help. Someone needs to get a hold of Bulma. They ask where Piccolo is right now. He's in the midst of the battle, and he could use some help over here too. Krillin and Yamcha respond. They say they'll go to Bulma for help. All the other fighters will go over there and help him. A big issue with this fight too is if Salad does attack them successfully, he'll get stronger, and they can't kill Salad. They're just trying to stop him, do whatever they can to hold him back for now. But Salad expected this anyways. He knew if he attacked one of them, the others would come. He's surprised that Piccolo was able to fend him off. He knew how strong Piccolo was after all, but sadly it's not strong enough. He powers up into Kaioken. With infinite energy and regeneration, he could use this flawlessly. He goes into ×2 just to catch Piccolo off guard. It's a direct hit. He stabs Piccolo right in the arm with his tail, beginning to drain his energy. Piccolo's injured by this, feeling weaker and weaker the more it happens. Thankfully, in the nick of time, he is able to cut off Salad's tail, but he's very tired out now, and Salad has grown noticeably stronger by taking Piccolo's energy. The good thing is, not too long after, his friends arrive to help. They're still confused as to what's going on. Piccolo could only be brief when he was explaining, but Salad tells him to stop looking so confused. Can't they tell what this is? This is what he was meant for. He was built by Gero to destroy them, to grow stronger, to become perfect. But Goku questions why this is happening. He never was like this. Salad was good, he was different from the other androids. But that's the thing, he's no different from them now. How did they think he got stronger? Who did they think he was studying? Those androids became a part of him, and they're leading him down this path. He'll attain perfection and become the strongest thing in the galaxy. He doesn't care about Gero's motives or whatever. This is all for him. But Goku notes something interesting to Piccolo. Salad's ki definitely is different, and a lot more malicious, but still, Goku feels a bit of his normal ki there. Vegeta notes this too. Maybe there's a bit of himself still left in there. Unlike the other androids, he's not purely mechanical, he's an actual living organism. There still has to be some sort of sentience in there, something not being controlled by a computer, and Piccolo tries paying attention more and more closely. He could feel it. There's still good in there. Not just Salad himself, but also the influence of the Namekians. His programming is just being overridden by the other androids. But Goku challenges Salad. He tells him, they defeated the androids once already. It won't be a problem defeating them again, even if it means defeating Salad. Salad brushes this off, immediately going in to attack the group. Meanwhile, let's go over to Bulma's lab. Krillin and Yamcha have filled her in on everything, and she was actually able to work pretty quickly. The best part is, she knew all about this a while ago. When they first found Salad, she always was a bit concerned about him, being a Red Ribbon android and all. And once the other androids were defeated, she found out that a lot of them had some sort of self-destruct buttons. Wait, she's gonna blow Salad up? No, not that. This just means there's some sort of backdoor in the android's programming, something that she could use to get in there. Not necessarily self-destruction. Salad probably doesn't even have a bomb in him. This just proves that Gero built some sort of safeguard. If all those other androids had it, Salad definitely has to too. And after they raided Gero's lab, she actually did find out about this. She's been looking into it. Salad himself even noted it. He was more focused on giving himself an upgrade, which he did on his own. But Bulma was fascinated with Gero's plans. And if the other androids are taking an influence of him, there's a way to stop this. First of all, there might be another supercomputer somewhere. This is what originally controlled the androids, and collected all the data for them. But also, there's a way to shut them down. If those three are the ones influencing Salad right now, all they need to do is figure out a way to stop them. It might be a bit hard though. If they're merged with Salad, they're hardwired into it. But that just means they need to give Salad more power somehow. They need to activate his perfection. She figured out a way to finally access it. And this is what they're going to use to counter the android's influence. If he becomes perfect, that might create an opening for them. While he transforms, they can destroy the androids. Get rid of whatever chips are influencing him. It's a long shot, but it's the only chance they have besides actually killing him. The issue is, it seems he needs to absorb some piece of technology to actually become perfect. She doesn't know why Gero built his androids like that, but that's the way it is. Luckily, she's able to recreate this, and she thinks that it might work in the form of a weapon. If she creates a sword or something, someone can use it to not only inject the data within him, but also the parts that he needs to become perfect. It shouldn't take too long to make. Meanwhile, the fight's still going. Krillin and Yamcha relay all this information. And even though there's so many people fighting him right now, it's actually a bit tough. After he absorbed Piccolo's energy, and with the androids merging with him, plus the fact that he has infinite energy now, Salad is much stronger than he was before. Of course, with all of them together, they're able to hold him off. But it's just that he's acting so much more sporadically, and he's not fighting like normal. The data of the supercomputer is helping him too. If they were fighting a normal Salad, this would be easy. But he's buffed, he has infinite energy, he has Kaioken, and the supercomputer is giving him so much data and making him fight differently. It's not gonna work. But mid-battle, something happens to him. He freezes. He grabs his head in pain. Something's wrong. He tries to speak, and for a brief moment, his normal self breaks through. He tells the group the supercomputer shut down. Attack him now while they can. Wait, if the supercomputer's off, that means he should be fine, right? He tells them no, hurry up. Even without the supercomputer, the androids are still in him, influencing him and activating his old programming. They're just gonna take some time to reboot. They're concerned. He's acting normal and they don't want to attack him, but he tells them to do it. Eventually, they have no other choice. They decide to attack him while he's off guard. This injures him, and he purposefully doesn't regenerate. He knows they're about to reboot soon, and he wants to give them a fighting chance. He tells them to get Bulma's help. She could help reverse this, and Piccolo says she's already working on it. That's good. He's happy to hear this. But then he flips back to being controlled by the androids. They then hear him speaking in a different voice. It's 13's voice. Even if the supercomputer's down, it doesn't matter. 13's already collected all the data himself, as well as 14 and 15. And with the power and abilities of Salad's body, as well as the power they're absorbing right now, Nothing they do will be enough. He has to take some time to regenerate though. Even though Salad just regained control for a bit, 13 promises them that won't happen anymore. As he tries to regenerate, the others attack him. Goku, Piccolo, Vegeta, Gohan, everyone's attacking at once. 13 powers up, activating Kaioken again. This tears his body up even more, and even with regeneration, it's gonna make the regeneration really slow, but it makes him so much faster and stronger. He stretches his arms out, beginning to attack from a distance. At one point he even grabs Goku, and Goku's able to break free, but then they see something fly past everyone. It's Salad's tail. He stretches it out. It's right behind Goku, and it pierces right through his back. They're able to cut it off, but it's already too late. 13's chuckling. He now has Goku's power. Even if it's only a little bit, this is still going to buff him. He tries to power up more, and suddenly his expression changes, and he quickly dodges something that flies past him. And then another object flies past. Landing on the battlefield is Krillin and Yamcha, with Krillin having a sword in his hand. A sword? Why does he have that? What is that gonna do to him? But then 13 remembers. He remembers what Salad was told before. They're getting Bulma to help them. But if these guys are coming from Bulma's place, why do they have a sword? They try to attack again. He's able to dodge quickly, but then Krillin tosses the sword to Piccolo. Piccolo begins swinging, deliberately trying to stab Salad, and then he sees what's happening. Bulma, of course, knows how the androids work by now. Maybe she figured out a way to shut them down. Obviously, she can't blow them up. There's no bomb inside. The sword isn't any normal sword. If he gets stabbed with it, it'll wire up to him, removing his influence and destroying the other androids too. He tells him that's not gonna work. He's already hardwired within Salad, but Krillin says that's not what the sword is for. The sword's passed around more and more between everyone. 13 tries to take the sword for himself, losing focus. He needs to amp up Kaioken even more, but if he does so, it's gonna completely halt his regeneration. He'll have to focus all of it on trying to counter Kaioken, but it doesn't matter. He needs the power. This leaves him a bit open defensively, but offensively, it makes him so much more powerful. The group's having a hard time, even with all of them together at once. This isn't gonna work. 13 needs to get that weapon. While still in Kaioken, he splits up, creating 4 copies of himself. This divides his power up, but he doesn't even care. At least it gives him a better shot at actually getting the weapon. The clones all descend down, trying to attack everyone at once. Salad, or 13, begins laughing maniacally. They're not gonna win this. Infinite energy, Kaioken, more DNA. He has so much power, so much data. And as the clones all fend off each of the fighters individually, one of them ascends up into the sky. He has the perfect idea. If they're gonna be annoying, there's only one way to counter this. He'll destroy the planet and pry the power out of their corpses. He begins charging a massive attack. There's a huge burst in power. Lightning courses throughout the entire area. He tells them it's been fun, but it's time to say goodbye. 13 will keep this body for himself, attain perfection, become so strong that no one in the universe will stop him. They might have shut off the supercomputer, but who cares? He doesn't need that. He doesn't need Earth. He doesn't need Gero or anyone else helping him. The attack is fully charged. He launches it, and the group is entirely helpless to stop it, except for one person. The sword is in Gohan's hands, and Piccolo steals it. He charges all of his ki, channeling it into the sword. All of his power is put into this. He won't be able to attack afterwards. He tells everyone, fire at the attack, counter it. The clones of Salad all disappear, going back to the main body. He puts more power into the attack, while everyone else tries to counter it at once. Piccolo continues charging energy into the sword. The blast gets closer and closer to Earth. The entire ground is beginning to tear up, and everyone's stressing as they're trying to counter it. But in the middle of it, Piccolo shouts. The sword is encased by ki, and it takes on a shape that looks like a spear. Piccolo holds it upwards and throws it. It cuts right through the attack, not destroying it, but slicing clean through. He hears 13 laughing up above, and 13 continues putting more and more power into the attack, but then notices something's parting the attack midway, and it's too late. Before he even has time to react, the sword pierces right through his chest. His eyes then change color, and the attack that he launched completely dissipates, and 13 just freezes up. Within Salad's body, he sees what's going on. That sword, it hardwired itself into Salad's body, and it's doing something weird. Not only is it trying to shut down the androids right now, but it activated something within Salad. While the external struggle ended, an internal one began. The chips for 14 and 15 shut down, and 13 is barely hanging on. He's being overpowered by Salad. It's just like Goku said, they'll defeat them again. 13 circuits are completely overloaded by power, not only being shut down by Bulma's device, but being overwhelmed by Salad. Back in the real world, everyone watches on. It seems calm. Salad's up in the air completely frozen, and then he begins glowing. His ki begins shifting. The maliciousness goes away. It seems like his normal self is returning. He descends down into the ground, a little bit uneasy at first, but then he realizes what's happened. That device that Bulma made, it's what he needed. She found out the secret to perfection. Overriding the technology of 13, 14, and 15 made this possible. He knew that researching them was the right idea, even if it did lead to this. He apologized to everyone, realizing this is all his fault, but he's glad everyone's okay. They all watch on as Salad begins to transform. It seems he's going to enter his perfect state. And with that, we'll leave off here for now. So, What did you guys think about this part? What do you think Salad's perfect form will look like? And what do you think is going to happen next time in the next arc? What'll happen with everyone else? Leave any thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. I'll be sure to check them out to see what you guys think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like. And let's try to hit that like goal from the beginning of the video so we can get another part of this series. If you haven't already, why not subscribe? As well as hitting the bell icon so you're notified about any future parts of this What If, or any other videos that I upload on my channel. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.